Welcome back to Pandemic Legacy Season 1. We're playing March. We're getting close to the end. I think we're doing okay. And I've realized now that with the black disease being cured, Trevor's ability, he just has to walk into a location that has one of the black disease cubes and it gets eliminated. It doesn't even cost him an action, which means we can eradicate it. This is all very good. All right, we're going to zoom down and we're going to have Trevor taking his turn. He's right here in Milan. Let's get to it. All right, and the other thing we want to keep in mind for Trevor, he has 4 yellow cards and he's trying to meet up with Gwen here in Khartoum so that Gwen can give him the Khartoum card on her turn, and then he'll have 5 yellow. We can cure the yellow disease. And Vicky right now has 3 blue cards, so she's also getting close to curing the blue disease. And remember, our 3 objectives, one is to cure all 3, which is Cobra 403, Milan Pox, the blue, and the black one, which we're just about to eradicate. And then we need 6 military bases, 1 in each region. We have 5 already. And eradicated disease, which we're going to do right here. All right. Without further ado, all right, we're going to have Trevor. His first move is here, and that just automatically removes the black disease because it's cured. His second move is to move right into here in Cairo. These also just automatically get removed. His third action, though, is he's going to do his remote action, which means local connections. Once per turn, you may treat disease in a city connected to your city. Well, he is going to treat this one, which removes all cubes, and black has been eradicated. And his final action, he's going to move right in here with Gwen in Khartoum. All right, we've eradicated the black disease, which means we get to name it. And unfortunately, due to time constraints, I will be naming it myself. And we're going to go down here, eradicate it, and then we're going to give it a name. Black has been eradicated by Trevor, the Uber medic. All right, what am I going to name it? Well, I'm going to call it Zombie X. So I'm going to write Zombie X in here. We've eradicated the black disease. And there it is. We have Zombie X eradicated. So now we've got Cobra 403 named. We have the Milan Pox named. We have Zombie X named. We also have, of course, Code A-403B, which can't be treated, can't be cured. It's all good. We have 1 of our 3 objectives down. We just need to cure Cobra 403 and the Milan Pox to win March. All right, up next, we're going to be drawing a couple of cards for Trevor. All right, 2 cards for Trevor. Ooh, this deck is getting thinner than I'd like, but it always does. All right, 2 cards, and he gets, oh, God. Oh, wow. Hang on. He gets Kinshasa, which means he now has 5 yellow cards. He doesn't even need to, well, okay, he did need to meet up with Gwen. Oh, this is perfect. However, this is not perfect. We have to do this first, and then he's going to discard a card. What is he going to discard? Oh, we'll worry about that. All right, first thing first. Move the infection rate marker ahead 1 space. And this is not good because now we go from 2 to 3. So we're going to be infecting 3 cities. Ooh. Then yes, the rest of the epidemic card is infect. Draw the bottom card from the infection deck and add 3 cubes on that city. And then discard it. Oh man. Thought we were getting out of the woods here. And it's going to be Riyadh, which is eradicated. Ah. So we don't add anything to it because it's eradicated. Wow. That is, okay, that worked out perfectly. Boy, we're getting so lucky. All right, intensify. Shuffle the cards, the infection bottom, discard pile, and put them on top of the infection deck. All right, let's do that next. All right, this is just going pretty swimmingly. All right, so we're going to take these cards. There's not a lot of them. We're going to shuffle them. We're going to be drawing 3, though. So things are intensifying, but we have eradicated Zombie X. So... okay, and let's hope we draw a couple, or lots of black. I think there's quite a few black cards in here, so of course we're not going to be adding cubes because it's been eradicated. All right, shuffled. The first of 3 cards drawn is going to be Istanbul. Nothing happens. It's eradicated. Oops, I guess I'll put that over there. And the second of 3 cities getting infections, Sao Paulo. Okay. All right, Cobra 403. Sao Paulo now has 3. And a military base. Okay, 3 in a military base. And the final one for Trevor's turn is Madrid is also getting the Milan pox on it. Madrid now Madrid has 3. Okay. That was Trevor's turn. He does have to discard 1 card. He's going to discard Bangkok. Is that what he? Yeah, he's going to discard the Bangkok card. There. So now he's got 5. He's got 5 yellow and 2 red. Yes, he can cure the yellow disease next episode. All right, up next we have Vicky, who has 3 blue cards. She probably wants to meet up with Gwen now, because Gwen's got Atlanta and Paris. Oh dear. Okay, but we have to get things a little bit under control as well. All right, we have Vicky way over there, so we have to figure out what we want to do with Vicky. And I suddenly realize reading between Vicky and Gwen are co-workers. And what that means is you may share knowledge with a co-worker as long as one of you is in the city of the card that is being passed. And so, if we get Vicky to Atlanta and then share the Atlanta card, Gwen gives Vicky the Atlanta card, we can cure the blue disease right now. Wow. Yeah, so we're going to do it. So for her first action, Vicky's going to go from this CDC and she's going to fly herself to Atlanta. Alright, Vicky touches down in Atlanta. That was her first action. Her second action, she's going to share knowledge with Gwen. And Gwen is going to give Vicky the Atlanta card. Vicky now has 4 blue cards. This is so perfect. This is so perfect. So that was her second action, sharing knowledge with Vicky. Sharing knowledge with Gwen, and her third action is curing the blue disease. Because she's the scientist, she only needs 4 cards to cure. So she's going to cash in the 4 cards, and blue has been cured. Was that her third action? I think that was her third. First, second, yeah, her third action, curing the Milan pox. Wow, I don't know. We are getting so very lucky with March. Which is perfect. All right, the Milan pox is cured. Not eradicated, cured. Black, the Zombie X is eradicated. Of course, red, we can't do anything about it. All right, Vicky has 1 more turn left, so let's figure out what she wants to do. All right, for her final action, I think she's just going to move to Washington because we're getting a lot of problems happening. We have Madrid has 3, Sao Paulo has 3. Things are ramping up there, but we have 2 of the 3 diseases cured now, and we also have eradicated one. So we just need to cure Cobra 403, the yellow, which Trevor can do on his turn next time, and that will win us the game. However, now it's time for Vicky to grab a couple cards. Alright, 2 cards for Vicky. Wow, this is going so well. I'm sure the game is going to mess with us, though. She gets Sol, and Lagos. Alright, that's fine. That is all good. Yeah, and now we have to infect 3 cities. Alright, it's time to infect 3 cities. Number 1 is going to be Riyadh. No, it's not. Has been eradicated. Our second of 3 is Algiers. Not happening. It's eradicated. Our third is going to be Montreal. Ooh. Okay, now Montreal has 3. Oh dear. Okay, that was Vicky's turn. Up next, Gwen. And now Gwen just needs to start. We just need to keep things under control because Trevor can cure the yellow disease on his next turn. And so, let's figure out what we want to do with Gwen. She's sitting here at Khartoum. Well, let's figure out what she wants to do. Ooh, this is getting pretty dangerous. Okay, so what we're going to have Gwen do, we're going to leave the 2 there. We have Trevor here anyway. We are going to have Gwen go 1 to Lagos and 2. Now, she's got military tags as well. She can fly anywhere she wants, military base to military base. For first action, moving here. Her second action, moving Sao Paulo. Her third action is to treat Cobra 403 and some Paulo. And her fourth action, she can put a quarantine marker anywhere she wants on the board. And I think we're going to do that next, so let's do it. Alright, and Gwen's final action is going to be putting a quarantine marker on Montreal. There we go. That's it. Alright, now she gets to grab a couple cards. Alright, 2 cards for Gwen. Ooh, let's hope we don't see another epidemic soon. She gets Johannesburg and the unpronounceable place in the Pacific Rim. Alright, there we go. Yep, it's time to infect 3 more cities. Ooh, this is getting a little dire. So far we've been lucky, but let's see. 3 more cities getting infected. Alright, 3 more cities. The first one is going to be New York. Ooh, Milan pox is everywhere. New York now also has, so we have 3, 3, 3. Oh, wow. Okay, and the next one is Milan, as in the Milan pox. Okay, ooh, alright. Milan's got 2, and our third and final is Khartoum. Oh, wow. Khartoum now has 3. Oh no, we don't want another outbreak in Khartoum. We've got our Trevor, our medic there. Alright, we survived Gwen's turn. Up next is Nick, and Nick is currently sitting here at a military base. He's probably going to be jumping from military base to military base and trying to remove some cubes, because he really doesn't have to. We don't have to build another military base. We just don't need to, because we've eradicated the Black Disease Zombie X. And so we just need to cure the yellow, which Trevor should be able to do next episode. Alright, let's figure out what we want to do with Nick. Alright, Nick, because he's a military person, can fly from military base to military base. So for his first action, he's going to go from Iran to Montreal. For his second action, he will move to New York. His third action, he will actually third and fourth action, he will remove 2 disease cubes from New York, just to make sure we don't get an outbreak there. Ooh, and we won't get extra outbreaks. So that's the idea. Alright, that's very quickly the end of Nick's turn. And now it is time for him to grab a couple cards. Alright, 2 cards for Nick. Ooh, and we get Mumbai and Madrid. Alright, that's all good. And now, 3 cities get infected. Alright, 3 cities getting infected. The first one is going to be Sydney. Or is it? Sydney has a quarantine marker on it. You can just see it here. So we're not going to add a cube, and the quarantine marker is going to come off. Excellent. Those quarantine cities are nice. Alright, the second one we have is Seoul. Seoul does not have a quarantine marker. Seoul will get one of the untreatable, uncurable disease cubes. Okay, and third and final is going to be Osaka, Japan. And Osaka has a quarantine marker on it, and so that will be removed, and we will not be adding a cube. And that is the end of Nick's turn. We've survived. So when we come back tomorrow, we will have the conclusion to Pandemic Legacy Season 1 March, because Trevor will be able to cure the yellow disease, the Cobra 403. So I'm not going to do it today. We're going to do it tomorrow. And the reason I'm going to do it tomorrow is because I think there's a whole bunch of stuff that happens at the end. We have to do a whole bunch of things, and it's going to take another 10-15 minutes. So we're going to pick that up tomorrow. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for your comments, subscriptions, likes, dislikes. Any kind of participation at all is much appreciated. Helps out my channel. We're playing Pandemic Legacy Season 1. This is March. Tomorrow will be the conclusion. So hope to see you then.